Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about a project that I've addressed on this channel in the past. But I do want to ask all of you out there that have utilized Uniswap in the past, how annoying are gas fees? Because I know from my perspective, trading Ethereum based NFTs, buying them, selling them, also buying, these assets that are only listed on decentralized exchanges, gas fees are astronomically annoying. Now, today we're going to be talking about Kromatika, aka Crom. Now, I've talked about this project in the past. Full transparency, no, I'm not sponsored, no, I'm not paid, no, I'm not incentivized at all to talk about this project. This is a personal project that I have found to not only be undervalued, but also extremely overlooked. Now, this is a project that, like I said, does fix a lot of the problems with Uniswap. In fact, it is a Uniswap fork, which we will get to here in a second. But as we do take a quick look at Kromatika, it has started to do some nice moves, but it is still sitting at a $6 million market cap, fully diluted, roughly about 7 point almost 4 million, and the tokenomics for this project are extremely lucrative. I will talk about that as well. Now, I will talk to you guys a little bit about where I was buying at and all that kind of stuff. For those out there that don't want to buy Kromatika on Uniswap, which was where I personally bought Kromatika first, there is also a MEXC listing for it. If you guys do want to go check out MEXC, I do have a link down in the description below, as well as in the comments below where you guys can buy Kromatika pretty easily. All you do is send USDT over to MEXC from Coinbase or any other exchange, or if you want to KYC, you could also utilize a credit or debit card. But also, as we do take a quick look at Kromatika, let's go over to the overall tokenomics. So, I've talked about the tokenomics in the past. 80 million are out there, 100 million fully in total supply. And here is the top holders. So the top holders is Uniswap, Unicrypt, Arbitrum, and also Optimism. And then after that, we have one contract here, which is not even a holder. And then we have Polygon as well. And you guys can check out some of these like contracts around, like for example this wallet. I could open it up real quick in a new tab, and you could read all of the information around this contract itself, as you guys do see. So you can see everything around this, and you could even read up all of the information on this contract itself, and really kind of look into everything around this. This is not an individual holding this. This is actually a full-on contract. So when we take a look real quick at all of the top holders, most of the supply, like over 30% of the supply, is already locked away in like Uniswap, Unicrypt, and even Arbitrum, and Optimism as well. So right here is 38, actually it's a little bit over 38% of the supply locked away. Then you have like the ERC20 bridge on Polygon. This is a contract as well. So almost all of the supply is out there just sitting on exchanges, or I shouldn't say exchanges, but like decentralized exchanges. And even down here you have MEXC as well, holding about 600 and almost 80,000 Kromatika. So let's take a quick look at a few things around Kromatika. Holders tab, 2.5K holders. That's it. There's only 2.5K holders. Absolutely crazy to me. And when we take a look at the fully diluted market cap and things like that in the holders tab and who's holding this token, it's clear to me that one, tokenomics are very lucrative for this project. The market cap is extremely low, and as we go over here to what Kromatika is doing, they are truly disrupting the entire game around these decentralized exchanges. Kromatika continues to build, and they continue to make noise over on Twitter. They are still a very small project. They only have about 16.4K followers over on Twitter. But we do see MetaDex aggregator is going to be built out, gasless swaps. Again, gasless swaps are huge. Like, I cannot tell you guys about how big of a pain point this is for most individuals out there. I know that there's a lot of individuals out there that do hate, gas fees. We deal with them every single day. Philo as well. AKA FELO, fees, earning limit orders, and then perpetual trading. Kromatika has a Discord channel dedicated to community suggestions on how to improve Kromatika. Kromatika takes this very seriously, and yes, they do. I'm actually a part of the Discord. I hope to see you guys there as well. But this, in my opinion, is a microcap gem. At the point of this tweet being posted, it was at a $4.8 million market cap. Right now, it's sitting at about almost 6 million. I still think that this is a microcap gem for what it is building. Like, this is one of those projects that actually has a solid project tied to it that is fully live, and they are also helping other major projects in the space, like, for an example, Polygon DeFi, which is 67.9K followed. This is supporting DeFi projects within the DeFi ecosystem on Polygon, and we do see a gasless transaction is a transaction that occurs on a blockchain network that does not require the native gas token like Ethereum to pay for gas fees. Imagine not having to spend your network native token just to pay fees. Are gasless swaps the new normal? And I do think that this is going to be a narrative that will be pushed in 2023. I think that gasless swaps are the future, and I think that Kromatika will play a vital role in this. As you guys do see, Kromatika playing a vital role in this. And we do see a common barrier that prevents centralized exchanges users from switching over to decentralized exchanges is the requirement to hold native gas tokens in their trading wallet for blockchain transactions. What if it's in cold storage wallet? What if it's already spent paying gas fees in previous transactions? Kromatika Finance is one of the first decentralized exchanges in the Polygon ecosystem to implement a quick, efficient gasless swap transaction. Kromatika has integrated by economy so that a user will only need to sign a transaction at the time of swap, and fees are deducted from the user's output token. Now, this is for a limited time only. It is gasless trading on a Polygon. It's in beta, but it's a limited time only at the current moment in time. But Kromatika is a MetaDex aggregator that scours the deepest liquidity pools, comparing multiple quotes from aggregators to give you the best swap rates in an instant. With the gasless mode option, you could swap confidently without worrying about holding enough native gas token. And they do have the full-on breakdown here if you guys did want to go check it out. Kromatika actually posted this, and they also did a recording as well over on YouTube, which is also in the Discord. But we do see if you want to experience gasless swaps, head to Kromatika.finance and swap tokens for free. Be sure to turn on the gasless mode because Kromatika will cover the gas costs for the next 2 weeks, on all gasless swaps. And yeah, this is for a limited time only. But I do think that this is going to be the future of decentralized exchanges. I really do think that Kromatika is absolutely killing it. Now, you might be wondering, okay, well, Kromatika sounds great, but how does Krom, aka the token itself, have utility? Well, good question, and it's honestly a solid question. Here we have, what is Krom? So Krom is the utility and governance token of the Kromatika protocol. It is a non-mintable ERC20 token deployed on Ethereum with a fixed total supply of 100 million tokens. The tokenomic model of Krom is deflationary by design, since the tokens are being burnt. That's right. So if you didn't think that the tokenomics were solid initially off of the 100 million supply, or even the 80 million that's released to the public, check this out. So you could track this over on the Kromatika app. So like I said, it is a Uniswap fork. It looks just like Uniswap. You could even see like the limit over here, the swap feature, and also even the perpetual trading as well. So like for an example, this would be another one. It's going to be a third-party website still built by Kromatika. But all of this looks solid. And by the way, I'm kind of getting a little bit ahead of myself. You could do limit orders on here as well, which is like this is the first time ever that you could actually do this on like a decentralized exchange where you could put limit orders in. And there's also even a pro mode where you could see like the chart and stuff like that, the trading history and all that kind of stuff, which this is like, I honestly think that Kromatika has an incredible UI. Even like, I know that it is still a Uniswap fork, like it looks just the same, but the UI here is solid in the pro mode. But down here is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So this is how much Kromatika has been burned. 2.1 million Kromatika already burned. So it is extremely deflationary, has some of the lowest tokenomics tied to it, and it's still undervalued at even 7 cents. Like, this thing is an incredible opportunity in this space, in my opinion. But we also do see Chrome is the token that pays the service fee to unlock the limit order feature of Kromatika protocol. This means that by using Chrome tokens, you not only get access to cost-efficient limit orders on the decentralized exchange, but you will also get LP fees on every trade thanks to the innovative approach to providing liquidity. Crom token is also used as the governance token within the Kromatika DAO. Kromatika DAO has the possibility to add more utilities for the Chrome token through governance proposals as well, which all of this is community based, very similar to what we've seen over here, where Kromatika was talking about how they take everything very seriously within the Discord. They are very pro community in terms of like all their movements around, this entire project, which I'm very, very like that. That's like the thing that provides confidence around any investment that I make is like, individuals listening to, I shouldn't say individuals, but like teams listening to individuals about things that could improve the overall project. Now, when we take a look real quick at what's going to be implemented going forward, so we do see liquidity farming rewards for Crom liquidity providers on Uniswap on all networks, adding gasless market swap feature to Kromatika protocol, and then launching Crom E. So like I said, that gasless market swap, that is in beta right now, but they are working on it and they're trying to implement it fully onto the protocol. They also have a Crom E token, which is going to be very similar to like other tokens that you've seen getting released on other exchanges. Like you have, I'm trying to think of like a utility token that gets released, but you guys kind of get the idea on like what Crom E will be. It's like kind of I just can't think of like an idea. I had a project in mind that did release a token very similar to like Crom E, but I completely lost it to be honest with you. But this is like another utility gem that could be utilized within the ecosystem for other things, but it's not going to be like Crom token itself. In my opinion, just hold Crom itself. But also over here we do see create Crom/OP liquidity pool at some point in time, liquidity mining program as well for that, which is like the Optimism liquidity pool, launch perpetual trading, launch referral program on Optimism, gas refund program on Optimism, implement fiat on-ramp service, and then implement cross-chain bridge solution as well. And these are going to be most likely happening this year, which is going to be very exciting. Now, let's get into the good part. Where can we buy this? Like, at what price is a good area to look into buying Kromatika? So, I've been looking at a few levels here. So one is the 702. So if we, or sorry, not the 702, the zero point 0.5. If we lose this fib level up here, I'm going to be looking at anywhere between the 618 and the 702. So full transparency, did I buy the exact bottom down here? Absolutely not. I was actually buying around like this level here at like 2.5 cents. I figured it was a great area to enter into Kromatika. I still have my buys from like 4 cents as well. And to be honest with you guys, I also bought around like the 4 cent range here as well. Now, the 702 is the perfect opportunity if we get a swing of it down at about like some cents. Like I would argue like 4.5 cents would be awesome to see. This is like a little bit lower than 4.5 cents. It's like 0.04233. But also the 618 is a solid area of interest as well, which would be at about like 5 cents, 0.05264. Now, again, if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you are more than welcome to enter in at like 6 cents or wherever you guys feel the need to. Right now, we are ranging on the zero point 0.5 fib level, and we've been kind of holding this a little bit so far on the 3-day span. I'm gonna see where this chart looks like at like the end of the week, and I'm also going to be watching it closely throughout the week as well with Bitcoin's price action and looking like it's gonna go down a little bit. So with that, where I'm entering and looking at in the next price range, and really kind of looking at what could happen next, is really breaking out of this resistance zone that we've been testing and then targeting these higher areas, which would be about like 13 almost and a half cents, and then 20 cents, and then after that we really just target like the breakout area. Now in terms of like market cap, I can see Kromatika going to like $7 at least, because of the market cap for this and the use case potential of it. Like, for example, Uniswap itself. We really kind of looked at Uniswap before, and really kind of targeted like, okay, well, if it can get to Uniswap's level, like, what would the price of Kromatika be? And then I looked at it and I was like, okay, maybe that's a little bit too much because at that point, at Uniswap's level currently, like the bear market bottom for Uniswap, which is actually insane to think about because like this would be the bear market bottom essentially, on what like Uniswap is trading at currently today. When we look at that and compare it to it, you guys are gonna probably like laugh at me because this is like not me being like overboard on it. it would be at $62.68 per Kromatika. Just to give you guys a quick insight, we are trading at 7.5 cents. This would be an upside of 856, which is insane. So, am I thinking that it's going to get to that level directly right off the rip? Absolutely not. But I can see it trading at roughly a $1 billion market cap eventually here soon. Um, what would that be? It would be about $12 per Kromatika, an upside of 165x. And hey, if we do target 10, like anywhere between like the 5 to $10 billion level, I will be extremely happy because even at $2.5 billion, it's $30 per Kromatika, an upside of 414x, which is why I say like this token is extremely overlooked and undervalued for the overall use case. I really do think that this project itself is one of those microcap gems that could ultimately make a lot of individuals wealthy in the long term because of its overall use case. And the volume on this thing is only $208,000. So again, it is overlooked. Now going into the next bull run, like what would I be looking at in terms like price wise? Well, I would be targeting like a 100x opportunity because these microcap gems can run extremely hard. So I would be looking at anywhere between like roughly $4 to $7 on Kromatika, which I think is possible in the scenario on like, okay, how much money is going to flow into this thing. And I have also been looking at the buy ranges. So I really kind of look at like the whales. So we are seeing a little bit of a manipulation on Kromatika. Now, I don't understand why like people look at this and they think that this is like a bad thing. So first off, a lot of this was back in like January where these sales and buys actually happened. If we're going off of like the time range, so like the most recent buys and sells, you could see. So if we look here, most of the like this is the last 1,500 trades. So let's go back here to the, I want to go to like the most recent. So here's the most recent, and I want to see if there's like some whale activity here. I mean, like we see about like 2 Ethereum. Here's some whale activity recently from the 4th. So we've seen almost like 5. Like this is most likely a bot trying to trade and like just manipulate the token to get more tokens. This usually happens quite a bit within crypto. You could probably see it on most exchanges as well. It's very visible when a bot is trying to trade the algorithm. But overall, I mean, like there's still not like a ton of manipulation happening here, but we are seeing some Kromatika, not a ton. Like for an example, like this is like 800,000 Kromatika, which would be worth about 35 Ethereum. I'm trying to see if like there was any recent whale buying. I mean, we've seen on the first about like 335,000 Kromatika being bought. It's pretty solid, honestly. And there's some more here as well, but you got to look at the wallet IDs here, so like and really kind of compare them to the other like cells here to make sure that it's not like again a bot trading the algorithm. But nonetheless, it does not matter. Going forward on, we have our targets on the board. What we're really kind of looking at targeting and breaking out on. I think that upside on Kromatika long term is going to be incredible, especially if decentralized exchanges are going to stick around and become successful, which I think a lot of people love decentralized exchanges. Uniswap has a ton of volume on it. If we go over here to exchanges and we go to decentralized exchanges, for an example, we could see Uniswap has almost $900 million moving over it. So that's quite a bit. And then you also do see other ones, like for an example, DYDX just recently pumped out the token itself. And this is sitting at a 754,000 or 754 million, sorry, trading volume in the last 24 hours. So again, these are some incredible amounts, and here you even have like Uniswap v3 Arbitrum, 97 million, Uniswap v2, 93 million, Uniswap v3 Polygon, 81.1 million. So again, as we look at a lot of these decentralized exchanges, they're very, very popular, but imagine if all of these had gasless swaps. That would be a game changer. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because of more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. So it's up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are on this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.